The blast didn't sound like scandal. It arrived as silence. Phones dimmed, calls stopped, meetings evaporated. Harry didn't notice at first until the stillness became deafening. He'd thought it was just another charity visit. A few words about youth, a few camera flashes. But this time, something was off. Doors didn't just close, they locked. Messages rerouted. The house felt like it was shrinking. Whispers reached him. A Los Angeles nonprofit had quietly erased their connection. First the photos, then the captions, then the entire idea of working together. Why? Not because cameras were there, but because cameras seemed to be the point. The story trickled back, ugly and sharp, staged lighting, NDAs, children positioned for the best shot. Volunteers frozen mid-hug, a memo that read like a production script. On a different week, it might have sparked a debate. This week, it lit a wildfire. Meghan showed up polished, perfect, practiced. But someone spotted the aide holding cue cards just off camera. Someone screen-grabbed the email that treated people like props. And by nightfall, the nonprofit released a vague public statement. Behind the scenes, they were cutting ties. Brand partners stepped sideways. One luxury sponsor paused negotiations. A podcast deal went cold. It wasn't just backlash, it was reverse momentum. And what stuck with Harry wasn't the noise, it was a word: collaboration. The kind that meant branding, not charity. This wasn't what he left the palace for. Now the word performative clung to every headline like a stain. Leaks poured out. An anonymous staffer called it content capture. A royal biographer described it as narcissism dressed as charity. The memes were cruel, but the language was worse because it sounded polished. Meghan's PR machine tried to respond. Carefully worded statements, lifestyle posts, a curated lunch with influencers. But the public wasn't buying polish anymore. Static doesn't disappear when you bury it in content. It multiplies. Clips resurfaced, symbolic photo ops, banana messages to sex workers, a lavish baby shower, all reinterpreted, now framed as part of a pattern. The internet didn't invent the narrative, it just connected the dots. And Harry, he watched it unfold in real time. The erosion wasn't dramatic, it was steady, silent, like rot behind wallpaper. When the Daily Mail ran Duchess of Deception in all caps, he didn't even flinch, but his phone rang with voices from the palace. No gloating, just silence, weighted and knowing. Inside their own circle, fractures widened. Staff quit, PR teams vanished. And the worst part? The PR firm had warned them not to film the visit at all. He hated that, because predictable meant preventable. Online, strangers dissected his facial expressions. Some guessed divorce, others despair. He read in silence, not angry, just tired. He tried to salvage it. Low-key appearances, no cameras, no scripts, hugs, real conversations. Photos leaked anyway. One showed him wiping tears. It went viral, but this time with praise. His sincerity contrasted sharply with Meghan's image. And the public latched on. Raw, Meghan rehearsed. It wasn't fair, but it stuck. Meghan didn't bend. She doubled down, controlled every caption, refused advice. No vulnerability, no apology. Her logic? Vulnerability was weakness, and weakness was weaponized inside palace walls. But outside, the walls were closing in. Sponsors pulled out, platforms went silent, a keynote offer was rescinded. It just doesn't feel authentic anymore, someone said. Harry started rehearsing conversations with Meghan in his head, about sincerity, about how even allies were disappearing, about how their name used to mean hope. But he never said it out loud, and the silence only thickened. Late-night hosts joked about her kindness being scheduled. TikToks mocked a failed hug with slow motion and elevator music. Millions watched, millions laughed. Harry's name stayed next to hers in every headline, even when he wasn't there. He tried to change the tone. Meghan tried to control it. Neither approach worked. Behind closed doors, even Meghan's confidence began to crack. She scrolled social feeds, saw the words fraud, cold, inauthentic. She asked Harry, barely a whisper, "Do you think they're right?" He didn't answer. She didn't ask again. The cameras they once used to empower now felt like surveillance. Every smile questioned, every silence weaponized, and the image they'd built, it was slipping. No caption could fix it, no filter could hide it, no script could stop it.